Yo, welcome back. This is Stu42 with another Minecraft video. Today we're going to get rid of this steam boiler, I think. It's been giving me a bit of problems, and as I've said in recent episodes, it's really reached the end of its life. I mean, as I said, it will only produce 110 EU per tick. We're at 105 nearly already. It's just, yeah, time for something different. So I know I've tried to keep with the mostly Greg Tech sort of generation up till now. There really doesn't seem to be much in the middle of Greg Tech though. There sort of goes from steam straight to, well, there's the diesel generators, I guess. But the thing is, with AE, I have this thing chunk loaded and running all the time. So it's just not feasible for me to run everything on nitro diesel or even diesel or fuel or anything that isn't renewable, which means I'm sort of left with biofuel or the next baby step, which is, since I've got all this charcoal being produced, I thought I'd go for just industrial craft generators. Now, by my calculation, I should be able to get away with making 12 generators pretty happily, and that should replace this. To start with, though, I'm going to work with maybe 2 generators or 4 generators, not many anyway. The other thing we're of course going to need is another MFE. So let's get to it. Basically, this is really going to be a playtime kind of episode, not really a how-to. Oh, that's a charge pad. I don't want a charge pad. I want an MFE. So we're going to need some energy crystals. 9 of these in a very powerful autoclave. Energy and dust is just ruby dust and redstone, nice and easy. I should have a ton of that, so yep, that's cool. Let's just run over here, because yes, now I did have a couple of these stored for a rainy day. I do actually have the autoclave already. It's a 512 EU per tick autoclave. It's going to need some water, actually. What are we going to do with that? I think we're going to have to put it down here. So what I might do is I'll grab that, which is my precision laser engraver. I'll put that on there. Yep, so that's still plugged into 512. That's cool. Let's put that back in there. And we'll put our autoclave in there, which I should have. There we go. I have the autoclave there. Awesome. So we're going to need some water. So let's just very quickly dig down. Do my standard kind of water thing that I do. We're going to need one of those, that. I've made this so many times now that I just sort of know what the recipe is for this. So what we're making here is an aqueous accumulator, which means we need that. We're also going to need 2 of these. I know I could automate a lot of this stuff, but I don't actually make these things often enough to really make it worthwhile, to be honest. I do have a spare bucket there. Actually, I'm going to need both of them. One of them to make the accumulator, one of them to grab water. Put one there, and one there, which should let me grab that one out again. Awesome, still water. Cool, throw that in. Let's just turn off the other one so only the top is active. Cool. This is the fastest build ever. Pipe. We have a large wooden one will do. Wooden pipe. Now autoclave. Yoink. I hate that. Now, what I might do is, let's grab one piece of glass. I like to put glass down these days just so that I remember that there is stuff underneath, because otherwise I dig down and you sometimes forget where things are. So cool. We've got water, we've got our autoclave. And ruby in there, and there. Redstone. I'm getting low on redstone. So 9 and 9. How many do I need? 4? Sure. 4 is good. So that can go in, that can go in. We should get another energy crystal. Now, these things don't stack, so I'm not going to be able to do much with that, I'm afraid. Now, the other awkward thing about going to industrial craft is the cabling is different, which means we need this sort of gold cable, not the other sort of gold cable. Which is, yeah, only done with wire cutters and a plate of gold, but we do get 4 of them. So I do have, I've got a plate already. I've got the wire cutters here. I don't have any existing gold cables, so let's just grab the 4. Rubber. No, so we're going to need 8 of these. Now we can just throw them in there. Actually, let's just put 4 and 4. Make it a bit faster, because these will just smelt into the rubber bars that we need. Ta-da! Cool. So there's that. What else do we need? We need a basic machine casing, which is iron plates. Now I have 1 iron plate. I need another 7. Yes. Oh, I really like how fast that other one is. The new bender is pretty awesome. So there's that, and now we just need those, and our, oh, there's one of them. The other one's going to go 4 and 4 gold. Hurrah! So 4 of those. So we have that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our energy crystals plus the 1 remaining one. I couldn't have timed that better if I tried, I don't think. Everything just kind of worked out. Cool. 1 more MFE. Ta-da. Alright, we're going to... Now, where am I going to put this? I was planning on running this stuff across the back. So, I'll probably have... So, we'll have... Oh, bit of lag. So, we'll have another one of these pipes coming out of here. So, we'll come out of here, go to there. Up, what's that? That is an ME drive. Cool, so I can go across there, up, and out, which means I can have power there, there kind of thing. Let's make a space. Although that's going to... I don't know if I like that, to be honest. I don't know if I like that. I might squish this in a bit more and have... I'll use my super duper thing. Oh, this drill is just so overpowered. It's a bit insane, really. Awesome. So that's given us a bit of room to play with. So we're going to have ultimately a row of generators with the power running behind it, another row of generators with the power running behind it, and hopefully this pipe running through the middle feeding it all. We'll see if that works. So with that, this pipe's going to have to come across here and out, which means the first generator is going to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's enough for 16 generators, which is kind of crazy talk. Which means I can put my power runs along the back, which means I'm just trying to decide where I put this MFE is basically what I'm getting at here. So if we put the MFE there, maybe? Yeah. Looks good enough for me. Looks good enough for me. So actually, it's not going to be able to go there. It's not going to be able to go there at all. What do we need to take that down? Is it this? Yes, it's that. We need it to be a long one. So there, because the power is going to have to feed it from above and below. Yes. Yes, it will. Awesome. So that cabling that we're going to use for this is the other bit that's a bit interesting. I'm not sure what the loss is on this cable and whether I actually need gold. I've got plenty of gold, so I might as well use gold for it. But we're going to need a bunch of brass pipe. We're going to need a conveyor belt to pull the charcoal out, and we're going to need to make the generators. So to make the generator, which is not the kinetic, steam, electric, manual kinetic, solid heat, fluid heat? What's a solid heat generator? Wow, I might have to look into some of these other ones. I haven't really... Even a Stirling generator gives us 50 EU per tick. I'm not quite sure what half of these things are. Now, where is it? There should be just a standard generator. That's an electric heat generator. There we go, generator. Now, it's only 10 EU per tick. It's not a whole heap. Geothermal's lava, but of course, again, lava is a finite resource. With my Applied Energistics, I kind of need it going all the time. So, yeah, semi-fluid. I mean, biofuel is potentially another angle we could do. Not sure about that. For now, though, iron furnace, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 iron plates and a furnace, and another 3 iron plates. So it's 8 iron plates altogether. A furnace and an RE battery. Now, the RE battery is going to be a bit of a pain because I'm going to need some battery holes. All right, so I'm going to go away and make a few of these. It should be pretty easy because, you know, as you've seen, I've got my iron plates all nice automatically crafted, so we can make 16 of those pretty quickly. All right, let me go away and make some of these generators. I might have to make some of the brass pipes as well, and I will be back in just a moment once we have a few more materials. See you in a bit. Okay, we are back, and I have made a ton of things. I've got a conveyor module, got some brass item pipes. I've made 2 of the generators, but I've got a few bits up my sleeve for extras. There is one other thing that I forgot to make, which is an energy acceptor. Fluix, quartz, and diamond. Nice and easy. Fluix in the middle. Quartz. And I don't know why I said diamond before, but iron is what we want. Energy acceptor. Cool. So what I'm planning on doing is we'll put the energy acceptor there where it's already connected. Now the energy acceptor doesn't seem to take up an extra channel at all, so we're pretty lucky with that. One of the cables I want to use, because it's one of the lightweight cables, is this copper cable. Now, I've made it in the wire mill because I've worked out that you can actually put copper plates, make copper plates in the bending machine, put the copper plates in the wire mill, and you get the industrial craft wire as opposed to the GregTech wire. I've made a bunch of these. Oh, I'm out of wood. There's some there. So let's grab that. Now I'm using copper just because it's supposed to lose the least out of any of the wires. So what I'm planning on doing is we'll go there, there, there. Oh, is that right? Is that right? Yes, it's right. So let's just. Now I don't know how much it loses. This is going to be the problem I have. If this loses 1 EU per tick per thing, I'm not entirely sure what the best way around this is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That gives us our 12. And what I was planning on doing is having the other ones up there like that. And then what I can do is I can put the generators there and along the top. And then this brass piping can go. Oh, it's going to try and put coal straight into there, charcoal straight into there. I don't think I want that. So let's move this down a little bit. Let's go to there. We're going to have item pipes all the way back to... Now, how are we going to do this? Now, what we're going to need is we're going to need to put our conveyor belt on this end. We're going to need to get our... Where is it? Screwdriver, which is nearly done, actually. Durability, 2300. Whew, not much left. Okay, so we'll put that... Now, that one there is going to go there. Cool. Which means we're going to then go out, out. Oh, we need 1, 2, what looks like 3 more. Just 3 more. So that's pretty easy. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of those. And then 3 zinc. These pop into the basic alloy smelter. And this will make us some more brass, which I actually have an extruder here with the normal pipe, so we can make the normal pipe. And if you make them in lots of 12 ingots, you get a nice even number of pipes out the other side. And no wasted ingots. Awesome. So this is going to go on there, and there. Look at that. We have charcoal. Now, each piece of charcoal is supposed to last 200 seconds in here. Now, judging by how fast that is going down, I severely doubt that is 200 seconds. But we are getting some power trickling through, and now we're getting this one on as well. So, yeah, all in all, not too bad. So what we can do now is we can actually do a little test. Now, how did I do this test last time? We need to drain this dense energy cell, basically. Ooh, yeah, this might actually be a bit tough to test, but basically what I was thinking of doing is, if we just rearrange some stuff, this will tell us how much power we're producing. So what we can actually do is we can reduce the stored power somehow. So one of the things I can do, actually that's an easy way of doing it. What we do is we just take, yoink, that cable out of there. And now we watch as our energy generation, one of these should start falling. There we go. Stored power is falling. Energy generation is falling because we're not having anything coming into the system. Although, to be fair, we are having a tiny bit come into the system. So let's make another 16 of these. Let's just grab some of them out. I did have some furnaces made already. So we want like that. 1, 2, 3. Right. I made a ton of RE batteries as well before, so I made enough for 12. So now we need our iron plates again. So we've got 1, which means we need another 6 and 8. We need another 8 of these. So 8. Just wait for the rest. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. Cool. So now we have some other generators. Now, if we put them closer to here, it's going to be better for the cabling. So let's I'll leave the torch there for now. So let's see how much these are doing. See, we're already going down to 47 charcoal. Oh no, 47 is just what came out of the thing. Right, okay. Awesome, so we're about to start running out of power. So if we look at this, our stored power is 650, but more importantly, our generation is still hovering around the 40 EU per tick mark, which is pretty good. So this is empty, which means the MFE isn't giving us any stored power. And we have, what's that, 5 generators all going now, and they are generating, yeah, pretty close to 50 EU per tick, which is about what we wanted to see, to be honest. So what will happen is once this gets a bit more empty, I might, yeah, let's just see. It's still chewing quite a bit of charcoal. See, my initial calculations was that we could survive on just generators instead of the boiler. Now the boiler is using, so we get 110 EU per tick out of this, and we're using a charcoal every, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm counting wrong, but it's more like 3 or 4 seconds. It's 3 or 4 seconds in the steam boiler for each bit of charcoal. These here are 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we're looking at still quite a bit of time here. So I don't think we're actually going to be able to replace that completely with these. What are we doing? We're down to 560. I mean, for now, this is a good little boost. We may still have to sort something out. I'm not sure if this is going to be the best way of doing it after all. So let's put that cable back in. Oh, I don't know what just hurt me then. And now you see our generation is up to 170. So pretty good still. 170 is fine. I can live with 170 for now. It at least gets me over the hump for putting a couple more storage buses in, and more importantly, getting all of this stuff sorted out here, like getting more automatic processing there, and the auto crafting stuff here. I just really hit my limit before, so those extra things will be handy. The next thing for us to worry about is whether our charcoal production can actually keep up with it. That's going to be a very, very interesting thing for us to see. So one of the things I may have to end up doing is, I don't know, we may have to cut down this size. I may have to turn off the boiler downstairs and convert that to industrial craft as well. As you might remember, I have a smaller boiler down here, but it's all using the charcoal, and these 3 furnaces here are pretty much all that produces the charcoal. So I may... Yeah, see, this is using charcoal a bit as well. So I may have to rip this out, change this whole thing down here into, that sort of generator power as well. But then we got to really watch our charcoal usage and how fast we're making it. Maybe biofuel is a next best thing. We can go to semi-fluid generators. I don't know. For now, though, I'm pretty happy with this build. It's added in a little bit of extra power. It looks to me like we are keeping on top of that charcoal generation. 61, oh yeah, 61 times 64, but it's going up, plus 40, plus 41. So if we keep an eye on this, that number should gradually go up rather than down. 44, yeah. 46, yeah, not too bad. All right, so it still looks like we're definitely in positive charcoal territory, which means I can probably put another couple of generators in there, to be honest, and generate just a little bit more power out of it. And this should now be, well, not growing yet. Yeah, it'll fill the AE storage up first. That's pretty good though, 170 EU per tick. I'm pretty happy with that, actually. I'm pretty happy with that. Now that to me says that these things are going overtime. Yeah, so we're actually starting to use all our steam up as well. But cool. So there we have it. That's our build for today, and the system works. We just need to maybe put a few more of these down. Yeah, cool. All right, well, as always, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next episode.